What is Agatha Christie's best-selling novel? Answer at the end of the video. Cue the intro. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to another Lost the Plot video. Yes, you are looking at just me again because there is yet another film that has been released in September, a big release that we are going to be reviewing in this quick video. The film in question is Tom George's See How They Run, but before we get on to the review, we do a little synopsis as always. So let's get right into it, shall we? Someone dies and an inspector tries to figure out who done it. Yes, I know, a very innovative storyline for a murder mystery. Right, on with the review. And as I've already said, this is a typical murder mystery which involves a lot of cliches and is quite predictable if I'm being honest. A score out of 10 from me would be a 7. A 7 out of 10. It's predictable and typical, but it's still good fun to watch and entertaining for the duration. This is a cleverly written murder mystery that involves a lot of clever comedy in there as well, using physical comedy as well as cleverly written dialogue with cleverly written jokes in there that you'll need to look for and you'll need to be paying attention. I found it very humorous. However, there are only little giggles. There weren't big hearty laughs at all. There were lots of smile moments and little giggles. I feel like this wasn't silly enough, but we'll get onto that very shortly. It's also cleverly written because the film mimics the script of the director, or the idea of the director that is in the film, in Adrian Brody. This leads to a lot of obvious foreshadowing, and I thought it detracts from the big reveal and the ending as well. As I said, it's quite predictable, and as these moments are happening, you know that this script from the director, Adrian Brody's character, is going to be how this film pans out, and therefore it takes away a little bit, and yeah, becomes very predictable. However, Sam Rockwell and Saoirse Ronan are absolutely fantastic. Saoirse Ronan in particular steals the show from every other actor that is in here. She is brilliant. She is such a lovable character and her comedic timing is fantastic. Not even that, her facial expressions and just the way she acts, she was perfect for that role, and she is one of the main reasons why this film is funny. The contrasting personas from Saoirse Ronan's character and Sam Rockwell's character are what makes this film so interesting and intriguing. The rest of the victims or suspects, they're just typical victims and suspects you'll see in any murder history, but the two lead characters in Sam Rockwell and Saoirse Ronan are engaging, are compelling, and they come up with some really funny moments. Not hearty laughs though, just little giggles. I thought in particular Sam Rockwell's character is brilliant and his English accent is absolutely spot on. So very, very well done. Because I know he's American and he does a hell of a job, because normally Americans absolutely butcher the life out of English accents. But this one is very well done. So well done, Sam Rockwell. However, Saoirse Ronan's exuberance and Sam Rockwell's fantastic English accent doesn't make this any better. It's not silly enough. Like I said, there are some cleverly written humour and cleverly written jokes in there, which they are. They are good. Little giggles, as I've said. But it's not silly enough in my opinion. This film starts off by mocking murder mysteries and the genre of whodunit. But they didn't follow on with that, really, and it turned quite serious. I feel like this film would have benefited a lot more if they decided to go with the silly route and mock the genre of murder mystery and whodunit films. Because as I've said, it's typical. And because it's typical, it doesn't make it any more interesting, engaging, and anything, it detracts from the actual storyline. They needed to go above and beyond ridiculousness. Just throw some absolute tripe at us, some piss poor jokes, dad jokes, ridiculous physical comedy. We did get some, but it was little sprinkles. It wasn't a big dollop. Okay? You want more. We want ridiculous and silly. It would have helped this film massively. However, to finish on a bonus, there isn't much CGI, which is good, because in recent times there's only been one production which has done CGI well. And this film shows the big productions, the big film studios, that you don't need a massive budget and all the fancy production to make a fun and successful film. It was cleverly written. The choice of camera shots and camera work was absolutely superb. I loved the split screen. It happened very often, but it was very, very good. They probably could have held back on the flashbacks a little bit. I feel like they were a bit tedious, especially when they were mocking them at the start as well. But ultimately, they did overuse them quite a bit. That's just my opinion. But I feel like if they didn't, it would have been better and it would have enabled us to be able to figure stuff out for ourselves as well. So overall, this film's alright. I've given it a 7. If you watch it, you'll probably enjoy it, but it's not too dissimilar from any other murder mystery or whodunit film. It's not going to blow you away. It's not going to win loads of awards. Saoirse Ronan and Sam Rockwell are really good. But it's typical, there's cliches, and it's not going to set the world alight. So if you watch it, you'll enjoy it. Or if you've already watched it, let us know down below what you thought of the film. Like the video if you agree with anything. And whilst I was running up and down, if you got the joke, it's absolute terrible banter. But that's what we're here for, shit chat. My question to you was, what is Agatha Christie's best-selling novel? And the answer is... And then there were none. If you got that, comment down below and like the video. If not, you need to do some reading up on Agatha Christie, don't ya? But that's all from me. I hope that was a good and I hope that was enjoyable, and I shall see you in the next one. The next review will be Pinocchio, that has been released on Disney+. I'm going to be honest, I'm really excited about this because I thought it looked absolutely superb. There will be some posts over the coming days about D23 and the confirmed releases of Marvel, Star Wars and Disney, because it's news, it's interesting. That's what we're here for, all about film. Right, I've said goodbye once. I'm going to say it again. I shall see you in the next one. Arrivederci.